Good afternoon from AlphaCars. My name is Tom, coming to you from our Northampton location, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at this 2017 Jaguar F-PACE S. This F-PACE is currently showing just over 68,000 original miles, and if you would like to see a high-resolution detailed photo set, please reference the listing at alphacars.com. There, of course, you will also find a free included Carfax report, alongside a long list of technical data related to the vehicle's remaining tire and brake life, as well as individual readings from each panel using our paint depth gauge. But today I'll take you on a quick condition overview around both the interior and the exterior, as well as showing you some of the more notable features. So we'll start here on the exterior, looking at this beautiful jet black paint scheme. Presents very nicely. See only minor wear on the paint when we look at the hood just there. And as always, I'll work my way down the side of the vehicle looking for any dings, dents, or major scratching. As we make our way back to the driver's side, I don't see any dings or dents over here. I do see a little bit of wear on the outermost edge of that door, but otherwise it all presents very well. Looking at all the window surround trim, all finished in that nice black to match. You also get these beautiful wheels finished in black, which match beautifully, fitted currently to some nice Blizzak winter tires, which are the best available in my opinion. That's what I have on my personal vehicle, and those look like they're worn nice and even. You can see here that silver trim accents the black beautifully. And here at the front we have another wheel in nice condition, only a little bit of wear down there around 5 o'clock, with those nice big brakes and those red calipers hidden behind the wheels. Now looking here at the front fascia, very, very cool design. We get some more silver accenting around that center grille. Of course we get that nice Jaguar badging just there, and the S badge you would expect. Looking around the front of the hood, you'll see it's entirely covered in a nice PPF, or paint protection film. You can see the front bumper cover is also coated in that, so keep that in mind when you see some of these little white marks around the edge. A lot of that is contained to the PPF film itself, like these minor scratches and little water spots here. All of that is contained on the actual film. Looking a little bit lower, again, this entire bumper cover is protected. So the paint underneath, I'm sure, is in nice shape. You do have a small bit just there, which is more than just the PPF film. Both headlight lenses look beautiful. And now we're here on the passenger side. Going again really close, looking for any dings, dents, or scratches. I do notice a small ding here at the very bottom of this door. We get some more PPF film to protect the lower part of the rear door from any rocks getting kicked up. And we also have, these are not scratches, we have a nice small section of PPF film to protect your paint from any gas drippings coming from your gas pump area, or your gas cap. You can see here the rear wheel looks great as well. Same goes for the very front here. So now we'll move around to the rear of the vehicle. You got this beautiful accent spoiler, gives it a really aggressive look. Of course, some nice bright silver Jaguar badging, F-PACE just there, and of course S all-wheel drive. Taillights crystal clear, nice silver diffuser panel, flanked by 2 chrome exhaust tips. It all looks very nice here at the back. So next up, let's make our way to the interior, which is one of my favorite parts of this vehicle. You see door card, beautifully designed with some nice double-stitched leather. Seats have a similar finish. You can see the S emblem embossed there in the headrest. Lots of nice white contrasted stitching, and the bolstering's all in nice shape, only minor wear here on the outer portion. You can see just here, this seat looks great over on the passenger side. And let's make our way to the interior. Fitted to the doors, some nice wood grain trim. You'll find that on both sides, looking very nice. The steering wheel just ahead of me, beautifully designed. Nice silver accents with that beautiful leather wrap on the outside. Only a little bit of wear on the switchgear. You can see Jaguar intended the start button pulsing like that to be kind of the heartbeat of the vehicle as it recognizes the key. One touch, fires right up. Needle sweep, you'll see no strange warning lights as the airbag light will go off. That all looks good. As I mentioned, steering wheel design is great. Some nice gear paddles just behind there, finished in silver, indicator stock, everything looks nice. Looking across the dashboard, leather's in nice condition. Some more of that double stitching as well as that Jaguar emblem just there, hidden above the glove box. Climate control vents, and just below there we have the infotainment system. You can see I can show you my reverse camera. I also have access to navigation just here, which I'll have to confirm on this screen, and then we get a nice map display. Looking a little bit further down, all of your climate controls live just here. You also have your seat controls, which when you select that, give you the option for both heated and ventilated seating here in the front. A little bit lower, we have your gear selector, which rises out from the center console as you fire up the vehicle. Just behind that, we have, surrounded by this gorgeous piano black trim, we have your drive mode selection, which of course is, all terrain, your eco, your normal mode, and then your dynamic mode, which is gonna kind of turn everything up a little bit. You have your traction control and your auto start stop control switches there. Parking brake, as well as your sort of cruise control or your downhill descent just there. Cup holders trimmed in silver and a nice center console armrest with some storage and inputs for your media just there. Looking above my head, nice massive panoramic sunroof. I'm gonna open that up with one touch of that right switch just there. You can see it moves smoothly all the way open to the rear. You can also slide open this front panel, and now I'll close it up so you can see everything works as it should. It's nice and quiet. Fabric's in great shape and doesn't bunch up anywhere as it meets the front. So next up, let's take a quick look under the hood and see what puts that S badge on this Jaguar. I'll meet you there. All right, so now we're here under the hood of the F-PACE, taking a look around the engine bay. See here, the plastic portions here on the outer outskirts of the engine bay look nice. You can see the actual engine cover itself has a little bit of wear. I have noticed, as somebody who's done a lot of detailing on Range Rovers and Jaguars, that silver paint that they use to label Jaguar and those nice 3 stripes down the middle is almost water soluble. It just dissolves anytime you clean or do anything, so that is actually extremely common. You'll find a lot of these available, and that's all blacked out because somebody cleaned it and then decided they had to sand it all out and remove it because it's just so delicate, that silver paint. So that's not much of a concern. It's very common. See your Supercharged badge that's just there. That leads us into this actual engine. We're looking here at the 3-liter V6 with a supercharger, producing a really impressive 380 horsepower and around 332 or so pound-feet of torque, which is a great figure, especially when mated to an 8-speed gearbox. Really quick shifting and a gear for every situation. You always have the power when you need it. It's also a very well-programmed transmission on these cars. They run very nicely and always put you in the right gear when you're in automatic mode. But of course, if you'd like to take control, you do have those gear paddles in sport mode. So next up, taking a look at the second row of seating. Door panels outfitted nicely. You can see all of that nice white contrasted stitching makes its way to the rear. These seats are reclinable with a power button just there. You can see it is not the fastest operation in the world, but you can see, and I can move it a lot further forward than that, but it does recline nicely. These are both set to fully recline right now. So sitting behind myself at about 6'4", hopping into the back seat, the driver's seat is right where I would have it, and I have a nice amount of knee room where I can lay back in this reclined seat, nice and comfortable for your rear passengers. No issues there. Headroom is perfectly fine. I probably have 2 or 3 inches above. You can see just here some climate control vents as well as heated seat controls and some power outlets just below there. Plenty for your rear passengers. And just here in the center, we do have a nice drop-down armrest with some cup holders. Certainly very comfortable experience here on the back of the F-PACE, which can be rare amongst, these sporty SUVs. So lastly, let's make our way into the trunk. One touch is going to operate this power tailgate, or hatchback if you will. First off, really nice all-weather mat on the bottom there. You can see these carpets look great, really nice condition. We have all these nice owner's manuals preserved very well, and plenty of windshield wipers for the vehicle. And of course, being Bosch Icon, that is exactly what you want. Those actually get a little expensive, but they last really, really long time. So nice to see those here. The owner clearly knew what they were doing. You can also drop down the second row of seats with these nice little levers here, and that will expand your rear storage quite a lot. Forgot to mention the power outlet there as well. Now, one touch with this button here is going to drop down that hatch, and it'll nice soft close in place. So if you have any further questions related to this F-PACE S, please reference the listing at alphacars.com, and there you will find all of the relevant contact information. Thank you so much for your time, and have a wonderful rest of your day. We hope to hear from you soon. Thank you from AlphaCars.